Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we are doing a will I buy it video with quite a few very interesting makeup products that should be coming out in the next few weeks / months. I am super excited for today's video because there is lots of things that I have my eye on that are coming out. If you are excited too, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I wanted to touch on, let me scoot over this way, I forgot, is this right here from Too Faced. When I saw this, it immediately brought back, I want to say 2018 or so. I was working at Sephora at the time when the Peach collection first came out, and Too Faced got a whole end cap dedicated to it. And I mean, a lot of the items back then, I'm sure this is probably a little different. We'll get into what the collection has, but it looked pretty much the same. And I also saw a Nikki tutorials video saying that she collaborated with Too Faced on this collection, which kind of blew my mind because they were definitely not on good terms after their collaboration back then. Obviously, the founders of Too Faced sold the company years ago, so she's working with different people now, but this is such a weird moment in makeup. Anyways, the new Peach collection has a Sweet Peach eyeshadow palette, a Peach Perfector blurring loose setting powder which has 5 shades, and it's going to wear for 24 hours and control shine. And then it also has the Primed and Peachy hydrating face primer, as well as the Peach Mist hydrating setting spray. So there's 4 different items in this collection, and this came out July 9th. Personally wanted to talk about this one because it brought back fond memories. I think maybe I started my YouTube channel soon after the Peach collection came out years and years ago, but I don't think I'll be trying any of these items. I'm not interested enough in the eyeshadow palette, and I guess also not interested enough in the rest of the collection. Let me know if you guys want a review. I'm always willing to change my mind if there's enough interest, but I'm pretty sure I'll be skipping on this collection. Moving on to Armani Beauty, and these cream blushes are available now. These are the new Dolce Blush Smoothing Cream to Powder Soft Matte Bombs. They are available in 5 different colors. They retail for $39, and it says that they are a long-lasting hybrid cream to powder blush that melts into the skin, smooth imperfections, and delivers a soft matte finish. The blush at the bottom in the middle looks right up my alley, and I actually really like all of the colors they chose for this collection. The one I'm talking about, I believe, is shade 5, which is called Mauve Blush. I love my mauvey blushes. I'm so predictable, it's a joke, but honestly these look nice, except for, in my opinion, the packaging. And I think that this packaging may be lightly inspired on the success of the Rhode blushes and the Rhode packaging, but also I'm not a huge fan of that packaging. It feels a little cheap in my opinion, and I feel like it gives these the look of that cheap packaging. And these are not cheap blushes because, as I said, they're retailing for $39. So will I try these? I might get a color maybe during the next Sephora sale. I don't think I'm interested in like picking them up right away, but maybe during the next Sephora savings event I would get my hands on one of these blushes. Let me know what you think. Next, let's talk about Rare Beauty, and Rare Beauty has the new Soft Pinch Lip Oil sticks. The packaging looks fun and very Rare Beauty-esque. I definitely appreciate the fact that the outside of the packaging matches the color of the lipstick. That is so helpful, especially if you have a large makeup collection. I don't like when brands make the outside packaging of their lipsticks the same color, and even the labels, because if at least the labels, like the little sticker at the bottom, has a different color on there, it's just much easier to recognize which shade to go for, you know? These have a fresh apple scent, and they're going to retail for $25. It looks like there is 8 different colors. This came out July 7th, and it says it is a lip oil plus gloss lipstick in one, lip oil reimagined in a stick, a juicy 3-in-1 hybrid that treats like an oil, shines like a gloss, and delivers a bold buildable color that is comfortable to wear up to 12 hours. Lips look instantly plump and stays hydrated, and they are infused with apple seed oil. Honestly, based on the swatches, they look very juicy, hydrating, and glossy, so I'm excited to try them. Will I buy these? I think I'm still on Rare Beauty's PR list, so if I do receive these in PR, very thankful, very excited, will show you them right away. But if I don't receive receive these in PR, I will still pick up a few shades to try and to show you because I am excited about this formula. Additionally, it says that they offer up to 12 hours of comfortable wear. For an oil stick, 12 hours is a little crazy, but we'll see. 8 hours lasting color. Maybe they have a stain underneath, because how are these going to last 8 hours? And 8 hours hydration plus softness. After reading these claims, I am much more intrigued and interested in trying them actually. So yes, I'll definitely be picking these up to try them for you in a future video. Patrick Ta is also launching new products, and honestly, based on this image that I'm showing you right here, the thing that I am most interested in, by the way, is the powder, because Patrick Ta doesn't have a powder that I've tried. Maybe they do have a powder, but this one is a pink powder. I'm interested in this pink powder. So very excited to try that. And it looks like he's also coming out with more eyeshadow palettes. It looks like they are going to be kind of his basic muted matte eyeshadow palettes. I wish I cared for those, but I honestly don't think I do. Let's see what it says. It says, this is a sneak peek, so much newness about to drop, eye products, lip and complexion. The setting powder in a pink shade, which like I said, I'm interested because he does create really stunning blurred looks, so I'm assuming the setting powder is going to be amazing. 3 new eyeshadow palettes, and then it says lip pencils question mark. I hadn't even noticed the lip pencils. And something strawberry, looks like a strawberry lip balm, maybe a blush. We don't know yet the extent of the collection. It hasn't been officially announced, but it says it is coming soon to their websites and retailers. I would probably be very interested in trying lip liners if he comes out with lip liners. Definitely interested in that powder, and we'll see what else is new, but I don't think I want to try those 6-pan eyeshadow palettes. I'm kind of over it. I'm actually wearing some Patrick Ta eyeshadow today in the inner corners of my eyes. Remember his little eyeshadow duos that I think are very overpriced? Well, I have one of those because I bought them for a video, and I have it on the inner corners of my eyes. Now the shimmer in the center is not Patrick Ta. That is the Danessa Myricks eyeshadow stick, which I love. Anyways, moving on to more things. Ooh, actually very interested in this from MAC Cosmetics. This is going to be part of the Nordstrom anniversary sale. It is called the Cozy Core collection from MAC Cosmetics. I'm pretty sure I want to try these. I love the colors. So they have an extra dimension skin finish highlighter, pocket plushies kit. I'm assuming those are the blushes, Cozy Core eyeshadow palette, Locked Kiss Ink matte lip color duo in Bonded with Hetty and Bodacious. And lastly, a Maximal Silky matte lipstick in the shade Mirror. The lipstick looks incredible. And this is going to be available July 18th online and in stores at Nordstrom. I think I will be shopping the Nordstrom anniversary sale, so I'm excited to try this. I was so confused when I saw this the other day. This already launched on the Natasha Denona website, so if you're interested, get it with a bit of a discount. My code PATTY15 will save you 10% if you are interested. I could have sworn I had this already in my collection. This looks pretty much exactly like some other mini Natasha Denona palette, because I did not even realize when this launched that this was new. I thought maybe it was like a restock or something. This is the mini bloom palette. It has 3 creamy mattes, 1 metallic and 1 sparkling foiled shade. The colors are all brand new: brunette, Harmonia, Meadow, Wish, and Ivy. And this is actually coming out July 14th, which is the day I should be posting this video. So if you want it, grab it now. And please let me know in the comment section if you're interested in me reviewing this Natasha Denona palette. As I said, I did not realize this was new. That was my bad. But if you want to, I can absolutely review it and create some looks, as well as compare it to my other Natasha Denona minis. Because as I said, I'm pretty sure that there's at least one that is very similar to this one. Moving on to Hong Vango. And Hong Vango is actually going to be coming out with a new foundation, and I really want to try it because it looks very promising. It is called Red Carpet Skin Luminous Longwear Serum Foundation. Just by the pictures and the packaging, I thought this was going to be a very thin foundation, and those are my favorite. So I'm very excited about this one. It says it is a concentrated yet weightless longwear serum foundation that delivers a medium to full coverage with a hydrated, radiant, naturally blurred finish. Fade proof longwear. It has hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid, microspheres, niacinamide, and vitamin E. It comes in 38 shades, and it's going to retail for $46 each. Please sign me up. I'm very excited to try this Hong Vango foundation. Just by the description of it, it seems like it's going to be right up my alley. There will also be a brush available for $36, and this collection is going to be available July 13th, which means it comes out the day I'm filming this video, I want to try this one for sure. I will purchase it and I will review it for you guys because, like I said, just by the description of it, it seems like something that I would really like. Hopefully, fingers crossed. This next one I'm pretty intrigued about because I am a self-proclaimed lip stain hater. That's me. But this looks very interesting to me. The swatches and the pictures look really good because I feel like I can tell when I'm not going to like a lip stain even by the promo pictures. But these look different somehow. First of all, the packaging is very different because they don't have like a little eyeliner pen to apply the stain with, which is so silly now that I think about it. It applies it so messily. I hate lip stains. This has a brush on the tip instead, which just for some reason seems like a good idea to me. Furthermore, the colors they came out with are very beautiful, and then look at the lip swatches right there. They look very even and very nicely applied. And look at this picture with that lip gloss thing. Is that new as well? Because I haven't seen that either. I'm excited to try this lip collection from Urban Decay, and I feel like I haven't been excited about anything Urban Decay for a few years, so that says a lot. This also comes out July 14th. I guess I'm going shopping tomorrow. It says it is a lip liner that gives you vivid, smudge resistant, stain color and freedom to sculpt, define or blend with an ultra flexible precision brush from sharp definition to diffused ombre. $25, and they have 6 different shades of it. As I said, sign me up for this one because it actually looks like a lip stain that I would enjoy. So weird. Last but definitely not least, let's talk about the Hourglass leak of their holiday collection. I don't feel like I talk about Hourglass often here on my channel because a lot of their products are kind of meh to me. I don't have the best luck with their foundations. Their lipsticks are good, but I don't find them like way above others. However, I always make it a point to talk about the Hourglass holiday collection because the Hourglass holiday collection is fantastic. And this year it looks like they're doing something a little different. It looks like instead of 6 complexion powders, they're coming out with palettes that have 5 complexion powders and 2 eyeshadows. I'm curious, I'm interested. I will definitely be picking up this collection whenever it comes out, as I do every year. There's also another collection, like a Charms collection underneath, but this one is not the holiday collection. It's confusing because they haven't announced anything yet, and all we've seen is these pictures right here. From what people are speculating about online, the Charms collection is going to come out very soon, probably during the month of July or beginning of August, and then the holiday collection will probably come out around September, which I believe is kind of when it usually happens. I don't know if I want to try the Charms collection, if I'm going to be honest with you, because I don't know what shades are inside it or whether they are repeats or not. I will, however, for sure be trying the holiday collection. Sometimes I buy all 3 palettes, sometimes I buy the 2 lightest colors. Not sure what I am going with this year. If you find that me trying the darkest palette is somehow helpful to you, let me know in the comment section below, because usually I don't end up using the darkest palette. I'm usually much more comfortable obviously with the medium and light palettes, and those are the ones that I end up reaching for the most. I will say I find the images of the packaging of this year's holiday collection quite fascinating. I love the eye, which I believe is the darkest palette. I love the eye and I love the flower. The lips for some reason look kind of creepy to me, but the eyes and the flower are very beautiful. Curious about why they chose to go with those images rather than animals, which is what we've been used to for the past few years. Lots of question marks around the Hourglass collection is what I had. I wanted to briefly include it in this will I buy a video to let you know that obviously I am looking out for it, and I will be trying it when it comes out. But when the shades are announced and I can do some comparisons to already existing shades in my collection, and I know more about what is going on with Hourglass this year, I plan on making a dedicated video talking about this collection in depth even before it comes out, so expect that as well from me. And that is all I have, by the way, for today's video. This one was probably a little shorter than you're used to, but whilst scrolling through Trendmood, those are honestly the things that jumped out at me and that I wanted to discuss. I skipped a lot of things like Sol de Janeiro collections and things that I don't really usually talk about much here on my channel. These are the ones that I wanted to make you aware of, and most of the ones that I will probably be trying trying in future videos. If you guys like today's video, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up before you leave. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so that you can see all of the content that is coming very soon. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye.